We get set as the old dynasty in the East comes to visit the new dynasty in the East, the New York Empire, kicking off the 2023 campaign with a victory over the Philadelphia Phoenix, and now again they play host to the Toronto Rush. Front of the stack, lefty Vershmeyer Bailey up ahead to Osgar, and Osgar lets it go. Babbitt against Turner. That's a matchup we all came to see. And early fireworks between Babbitt and Turner, 1-0 Empire. Another young player in Adam Turcotte with the disc now. Once again over the top to Stonehouse. James Lewis making a play on it is Jeff Holm. There's a fake, now resetting. Jack and Osgar, the 1-2. Osgar lets it fly. It's Babbitt and Turner again, and this time Phil Turner on the layout gets the better of the big man. Now Ben Katz with Polotz on him. Good defense by Rookie Lewis, forcing Randolph back into the deep space. And we were talking about John Randolph in that pregame with the coaches about how he can do a little bit of everything. You need him to initiate cut? Sure. You need him to handle? Sure. You need him to throw an assist to Benyat? Sure. 3-1 Empire with the break. Something it took them a little bit last year in New York to do, but when they were beginning to be broken last year, when Toronto again was at New York, things got rather ugly, 31-17. Two defenders there, that being Empire defenders. Randolph was the one who got the D. But again, after getting broken, we're seeing a few new faces. That's a run-through block by Ryan Drost. And John Randolph putting up the kind of stats that have him labeled as a star, which should have been pretty expected. Callahan winner at Brown. Thornton, what a dime there to Benyat. He's in the end zone for so long. The Cam Harrises, and we'll talk about the rest of those big names in due time, sure. But the Empire is still just 5-17 all time against the Rush. That's how dominant the Toronto Rush were. Let's see if they can be a little bit dominant here in the second quarter as they begin things and proceedings with a goal. It's James Lewis running it down for his first goal of the season. Again, last year it was 50 for the young man. Atlantic Division Championship that the New York Empire collected. I guess you could call it an East Division title. Weinberg, huck to Osgar. Osgar has positioning, goes up and gets it. Force him into the deep space at your own peril. Ryan Osgar makes it 6-2. Tremendous second season for the younger of the Lewis brothers. Again, Rookie Lewis, the elder Lewis brother. Another huck, that one coming off the hand of Camire. Ty Barbieri collecting his second huck of the game as well. Polotz and Barbieri towing the line. That was another break chance for the Empire to make it 8-3. Over to Antoine Davis. Yacht with plenty of room. Brownlee on his horse. They get the switch. Stonehouse marked it and covered it well. Katz now. Randolph was the man left wide open. Katz back to Randolph, and as easy as you like from this Empire D-line that you do feel like when you have Ben Katz, who's played how many O-line points in his career. Now Huang, played in 7 games last year.
An amazing catch block by Ryan Drost.
Lost to James Lewis, also being guarded by Davis. Crossfield flick, little bit Blady, right on the doorstep, handled, and in for Rookie Lewis from Stonehouse.
Yeah, and we've seen some turnovers from...
And that is a turnover. You want to talk about turnovers. That pull roll, for the first time this season, we see a team taking advantage of getting the Empire pinned deep in their own end zone. That was almost a Callahan for Ty Barbieri. Jay, crossfield to Armstrong. And a break chance for Toronto. They get one back and make it a 3-goal game. 8-5, 4:23 left to go. Turner now tightens up that mark on Babbitt. Osgar with 30 seconds remaining. Osgar on a platter for Elliot Chartok. Beautiful throw by the number 1, the AUDL MVP from a season ago. Centering to Weinberg. Now a dainty vert stack, but a cut from Jack Williams out of the front of it. Williams, that inside break flick, as pretty as you like, into Osgar. I feel like Trisha, they've practiced that in the past. A seal by Ryan Drost. Now the backhand hook. Terrific positioning by Ben Katz, not allowing the much taller Wilkie Lewis to get to it. Yeah, we talked about it last week, that you can simulate, and I know the Empire say that their D-line is the toughest opponents they face. Another huck. Ty Barbieri using those quick feet to catch up to it. But then up over the top, Polotz kept his balance and collected. Players for both these teams and players of this caliber.
Yeah, some of them difficult, but usually they come down with it.
Elliot Chartok, the hook to Antoine Davis, who does come down with it. Stonehouse trailing by a foot, and Davis, he's got some speed and he's got some ups in this third quarter again. James Lewis to Polotz now with 30 seconds on the clock. Bobbled a little bit, kept possession. Now Polotz finally getting free is Wilkie Lewis.
To say, okay, we're going to make some mistakes, but we're learning and we're going to grow.
Nice hammer out of trouble. Again, a lot of that growth this season is dealing with the new pull rules. Kamire. That's a 1v1 ball that Wilkie Lewis snatched out of the air. Ryan Drost going for block number 4 that time. And Matt Pippin-Aletta and CJ Willett, Matt Cat Stevens, and the like, and a lot of that Rutgers core with Jaron Meeser and Albert Alarcon, Jose Loro, who we'll see later in the season. Again, they're out for the first few games, but will be returning. Osgar, a hard catch for Lithio, trailing on that back shoulder, making it look easy. Is into second gear. Everyone's still running and trying to figure things out. But there is a little less intensity and urgency to get into the end zone for this D-line. Chartok. Cross field, eating up a lot of spaces, Ryan Holmes. And in for Matt Cat Stevens, who gets goal number 2 on the day. Franchise on accountability, availability.
Yeah, the New York Empire expects their players to be here for every game, and that's something that you don't see across the league. But
hammer throw into Zachary Armstrong. The Empire D-line has to ask how much of this is us, what we need to fix, and how much of this is just the commanding D-line, as a hand block there by Cavallo on Weinberg. Remember, this is an 0 point for the Empire, so a break chance for Toronto. And Babbitt cleans that up, reminding you that he did make a few all-AUDL teams on D-lines. And that's as pretty as you like. Weinberg, Osgar.
The space where only they can come down with it.
Yeah, it does not feel like he, in this game, as former Minnesota teammate, and now Empire teammate Ben Yacht gets the block there. Fortin. And home into Yacht.
Good patient movement by New York Empire.
Of the East Division playoffs here in New Rochelle, when the Empire then were undefeated. Kamire, the huck, Barbieri in behind the defense. One throw away from the end zone, and Oscar Stonehouse on his horse. You lose that third set this season. Osgar with a high stall count on the double team, now breaks free. Slithering his way out of pressure. Williams hucks it to Babbitt. Babbitt had the read on it, and Babbitt has the finish. Ryan Polotz against Mike Drost. Ben Katz, have to get a marquee poach block out of him if you're going to need an Empire victory here at home. Then Jeff Holm with under 30 to play. Mike Drost, Ben Katz. And that's as easy as you like, because we mentioned that Katz to Yacht connection, that's what you want to see. And that's another break, as there is 10 seconds remaining. So we'll have plenty of time during the week to litigate that about the DC Breeze Empire matchup. But first we've got a buzzer-beating play that I don't think is going to reach the end zone. So making sure everybody stays healthy, but making sure Ben Yacht gets another block to end the game. Your final 24-11 as the Empire run riot here in New Rochelle in week number 2. They go to 2-0, still protecting home field advantage, have not lost since 2018.